Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Gosh, when I start uploading these videos, I can't really stop. And I can be really quiet, but then when I start going, you can't shut me up. And normally I'm such a shy guy, so I think it's quite interesting that I want to do YouTube as a career, which is quite. And I'm a bit of an enigma, I know, and a walking contradiction or whatever. But anyway, I thought I'd talk about my idea today about tonight. It's nearly 10:45 tonight here in the UK, and I love to hear what people think about my idea. Obviously, not everyone's going to like it, as I often say, but talk about different coloured poppies. For those who may not know, poppies, or for those who don't know, poppies are things that people collect in remembrance of people who served in wars and things like that. To commemorate such things. In Britain, we have like red poppies. In Ireland, they have like the Easter lily. I don't know what colour that is, but then there's white poppies, which are made for peace, for cultural peace. And I thought that they could be different coloured poppies. So I'm going to probably try and talk about. I'm going to try and talk about as many as I can think of. So I'm thinking like maroon poppies, which their sales could be used to raise funds for Native Americans, who are often called Red Indians and things like that historically. But obviously the red poppies already used for militarism. So there could be maroon ones for people who wish to support Native Americans. There could be green ones for people who want to support environmentalism or who want to support Ireland, because Ireland's colour is normally green. I'd love to see like blue poppies for Italy, for town football, because Italy normally plays in blue. So I'd love to have those poppies that raise funds for Italians to have footballs and sports equipment, and football equipment especially, or solely football equipment, to help Italian football to become top, preferably top nation, top footballers. There could be black poppies for, which I know is another quirky thing of mine, because I support Italian football, but I'm also an anti-imperialist, so that's a bit of a sort of one of my dilemmas, or one of my mixed up, as I joke about being mixed race, mixed up, and all that. And it's Monday, so I have these strange patterns I've talked about before. But anyway, so yeah, blue poppies and black poppies, which could be used to raise funds for people from Africa, like in especially technology, I especially want to focus on, but also entrepreneurs, support networks for Africa, investment in Africa, and things like just generally in things they need for infrastructure and things like especially tech, and maybe other areas as well, and maybe brown ones for people from India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, and Bangladesh. Maybe like, my challenge is that because I'm an anti-imperialist and also a Pan-Africanist and Pan-Asianist, I would love to fundraise for Pakistan, Sri Lanka, and Bangladesh, as well as India. But I think that I definitely, as with any funding I'd want to do, I'd always want to make sure it doesn't go towards groups that would use it towards buying weapons or terrorism, or to make more instability. So I'd want to make sure it was groups, possibly to donate to groups in India and Pakistan who want to see more unity between two countries and who don't want to see as much violence. But obviously it's easier said than done to give funding to those groups and know that it's going to go to the right place and things like that. But yeah, brown poppies perhaps to help the poor people in those countries as well, and the poor areas, to invest in businesses that can hopefully create more jobs and grow and create more jobs. SMEs, small and medium-sized enterprises, that is, social enterprises, startups, and so forth. And in Africa, as again, I want to specifically focus on tech for black poppies especially, but also other things as well. Maybe STEM as well, science, technology, engineering. It could be English, entrepreneurship, and maths. I think they could be like, I'm thinking like they could be like pink poppies for feminism, but I don't know if that would quite work, because like it's sort of pink, seeing pink as a girl's colour. That's so to fundraise for girls to get an education, or for women into business, or girls to learn about business even from a young age across Asia and Africa and places like that. But I'm not sure if pink would be the right colour actually, but maybe again people can tell me what they think, or what colour poppies they think should be there, what their opinions are. Hopefully, again, I always say I hope they'll keep it polite, but it's freedom of speech. So. And trying to think of any others. I think that's still what I can think of at the top of my head. Like, oh yeah, I mentioned, I think in my last video, about orange poppies, and I thought orange normally is a colour for Holland, but it could go towards countries that Holland colonised, like Indonesia, but I'm specifically thinking South Africa. It could be used to so I've got like orange notebooks which I'm using to share ideas for South Africa to support their writers or business people, entrepreneurs, whatever you want to call them, and just generally support their youth, creating careers and opportunities and things like that. I suppose it would come handy if I knew the colours of the rainbow now. But yeah, so trying to think what other colours are on, what other things they could. I'll say green could either be for Ireland, for poor or deprived areas of Ireland, or for diverse parts of Ireland, or people, anti-racist groups in Ireland. As a person of colour, I'd love to support those. And also because Ireland was colonised. Or it could be used for environmentalism, so I'm not sure which one. Maybe dark green could be for environmentalism and light green could be for Ireland, or vice versa. I know Ireland already has the Easter Lily, but I also want these to specifically support young people or entrepreneurs, or young people to learn about business, things like that. This might be a controversial one, but like say yellow could be used to raise funds for people from Far East, like India, like China, Japan, Korea, Taiwan. As I generally say in these videos, I don't want to offend anyone, but that's just an idea. And it's like, you might say they're not actually yellow, but I don't know if that's one I should mention. But yeah, as I say, I'd love to hear what people think, what poppies could represent, like, or how they could tackle poverty. What people think of the idea of like black poppies to raise funds for people. Because if you look at World War II and the fight against nationalism, fascism, or whatever, like defeating Hitler, and what Hitler did to people of colour as well as Jewish people, who could probably be classed as minorities or people of colour. But even what he did to disabled people or other people. But yes, and also what nationalism and colonialism and whatever, and even Reich means empire. So what the empire also did historically to people like in South Africa, Southern Africa, and all over Africa really, and also Asia. And again, Aborigines. Again, black poppies could be used to support black entrepreneurs around the world as well, and including Aborigines. And I can't think of too many others. I know there's already white poppies for peace, supposed to stand for peace. Maybe grey or purple or ones like that could be used to support mixed race people around the world, mixed race entrepreneurs or whatever, because people say an area of the shade of grey or black, white and purple, so maybe we could be purple or grey. I think there is already a campaign to say black poppies to represent or to remember the black soldiers who were often forgotten who fought in the Second World War, but I think also it'd be good if it could also go to countries like in Africa, as many as the 54 countries in Africa as possible, preferably all of them. Although obviously that would have to be a lot of sales just to, but maybe it could be used to help build networks across Africa, especially in tech, as I say. And I'm running out of ideas at the moment, but for once, normally I either have too many ideas or I have too few, actually, to be fair. They always seem to come to me at once at the wrong times, though, when it's difficult to actually write them or do anything about them. But yeah, and then there could be other poppies that could be made, especially if the project does well, like if they raise money for black people around the world, black business owners and so forth. They could be if it's seen as a success, it could be rolled out to other groups as well, or maybe there could be special ones for fundraising for disabled people or other groups. Yeah, I think I'm waffling here. I'm trying to think. It's a shame I don't know the colours of rainbow, but yeah. So anyway, as I say, I'd love to hear your thoughts. I hope this video was. I hope someone out there, as I always say, hope someone like this video or even love this video. Please don't hold back your likes, because it will help my confidence a lot and help the channel a lot. I really appreciate it. Peace and love.